Morning. We're going to head off today on a little walk, probably about 9 miles. Starting off from where we parked up last night. At the moment we've just gone through Cockshot Wood, and I'm going to go around Castlerigg itself, head up towards the stone circle at Keswick. So there's Castlerigg, and then on to Threlkeld and get the railway line, footpath, cycle path back into Keswick, pack up and unfortunately head home for a little while. Catch you in a bit. So that's just left Cockshot Wood, heading up to Castlerigg. Fantastic views over Castlerigg, and the top of Skidder is totally clear. Gonna be a good day. Unfortunately, actually after this walk we're gonna head up home for a little while. Catch you in a bit. So that's us on top of Castlerigg. Started off from the car park down there, went through the wood, up the lane, straight up Castlerigg, taking us 13 minutes. As you can see, lovely views of the pikes. Cat bells, up to Borrowdale, Castlerigg. And we're heading right off in that direction there, up to the circle, stone circle. Amazing. So that's just now left Castlerigg itself, along the path. If ever you're going to do Castlerigg, just where the tower, there's a farm up near that tower, and that's basically where you go, and then up over the top of Castlerigg all the way along. Then you've got other options from there, and just come down to Ashness Bridge and then come down the road onto Lakeshore and back to Derwentwater. What a cracking day. So this is Castlerigg Manor. It's at the top of the brow itself, and it says Roman Catholic Diocese of Lancaster Residential Youth and Conference Centre. This bit of the walk's quite boring, but not to worry, catch you later. So welcome to Castlerigg Stone Circle, Druid Circle. Fairly busy, and it's been overlooked by High Seat, Bleebrief Hill, Castlerigg, across to Cat Bells, around to the peaks, and then you've got Castlerigg just there, and Skidder all the way around, and then Blencathra. So we just come down there, away from the stone circle itself, and these amazing views. Unfortunately it's via a road, a minor road, quite busy, because the Keswick climbing wall's just there. But hey, that's a bit better. Now found a footpath through the fields itself. So walking away from the main tourist bits is now peaceful. No screaming kids, no smell of tobacco, just fantastic. All peaceful. And again, looking back up onto the top there of Blencathra, every time we've been to the top of Blencathra it's been clagged in. We've never actually seen a view off there, but we've not got time really to get up today. And this used to be the old A66. Imagine it being used now. Anyhow, crack on. So just looking towards Threlkeld itself and come round and Clowhead and then down into St John's in the Vale and Brown Crags all the way around, back of Waller Crag, and again Lincathra still in view. I'll be on our left hand side until we get to Threlkeld. Still walking along this road but looking right through the valley itself. Fantastic. Catching a bit. So this is where we pick up the Keswick to Threlkeld railway trail. This was opened up for cycling and walking along the old railway line. I've never actually done it, but anyhow, let's go and see what it's all about. Walking down here towards the River Beach itself. There's the bridge over there. That's where we're heading. So this is the railway bridge, or what was the old railway bridge, just outside of Threlkeld. It can be seen from the A66 with the River Greeter flowing beneath it. I do believe in the past, recent times, it got washed away in extremely bad weather. Raining and flooding. Really got to watch it here because it is shared by cyclists and walkers.
Speed to go.
And more cyclists. Come, everybody out enjoying the freedom, fresh air. Good to see. A little bit of exercise. It's good for the mind as well as the body. Catching a bit. So we're just about across the River Greeter again. As you can see, this post's quite clearly share with care, keep left, cyclists slow down. I don't know if you can see, but all the water that's running down through the moss on the side of the cutting by the bridge. It's a shame that the trains no longer run along here, but then again you could ask yourself, does Keswick need and can it support even more tourists? So I'll give you a bit of duck information. This is Ranson's Bridge. This is the one that got washed away and had to be strengthened and rebuilt. Tight lines, matey. So we've got another bridge here, and then in the background there you've got Castlerigg. Saying here, the force of the river during Storm Desmond unseated the Brundlehome Bridge from its stone abundance. The bowstring bridge was so badly damaged and the river span so widely increased by the erosion that the new bridge is now longer. So another bridge that was damaged. More people enjoying the beauty of the river. You see in the past the power of the water where it's just cut right in as it's come right round and just washed the bankings away. Low Briery, Holiday Village, very nice, picturesque, not. So you can see the path itself is good for walkers, cyclists and those with less mobility, so everybody can get out and enjoy the fresh air and the views. Well done to whoever did this cycle path, footpath, multi-use path. And then we're just going to go through the railway bridge there, and I'll tell you a story about that when we get in there. Not very funny, but wait and hear this. So this is the Bobbin Mill Tunnel, reopened in 2020. Now obviously it's lit up now, but back in the day it wasn't. Me and my friend have decided to take a walk through the tunnel, which in them days you got easy access to the railways, whereas now you can't. And a train was coming and we managed to dive in there. How stupid were we? So this is the area, or the bit that we come in, and as we're going through, obviously it was all dark, but we could see the light at the end of the tunnel. Then we heard the train come in, and that's when we dived into the little cubby hole. Wouldn't do it now. If there's any kids watching this, don't do it. So dotted along the way you can still see some remains of the old posts, bits of concrete and that relating to the railway. That bridge there is the, as you come off the 66 coming to Keswick, that's the bridge that you go over and then go down into Keswick itself. So just in front of you there is Brigham Primary School, or what was Brigham Primary School, and hundreds of years ago when I was young and stupid and playing in railway tunnels, I was in the playground one day and I looked up and seen the train crossing the bridge here, and I thought, I saw my mother sat in the window waving, and I thought no way. And then when I got home that day I'd found that she'd actually left home and she'd gone to Carlisle and left us, but that's history. This is the way I used to walk to school, and then just through there is Trinity School, because they closed 3 schools to make one, including the Brigham Primary School. Catch you in a bit. So this is the last bridge that we cross on the River Greeter before getting to the old Keswick railway station. Castlerigg in the background, River Greeter below, which we used to play in and swim in because it's fairly deep in them bits. So this is the old railway station itself, and just on the old platform. It's now been taken over by a hotel really. So that way was towards Workington, Whitehaven, Maryport, Cockermouth, stuff like that on the west coast, and then that way was towards Carlisle, Penrith. I don't want to open a can of worms, but this is an absolute shame on Aldale District Council that shut down this public swimming pool. The amount of money they make on tourists, which is now 24/7, 365 days a year, it's an absolute shame on you. About time you got this opened up, not only for the tourists but also for the locals. Get a grip. So this is Fitch Park in Keswick. As you can see, they've got tennis courts, 5-a-side pitch there, cricket, playground, fitness, and on the other side you've got bowling greens and tennis courts as well. It's well looked after. So that's us, made it back just shy of 9 miles in 2 hours 55. We've probably noticed that we're not parked where we normally park, and the reason for that is it gets absolutely rammed in here and there's no way we'd be able to get out. So it's our last walk for this little jaunt to Keswick.